William Hill, the home of betting.
Top trainer at York in 2014 was David O'Mara, and ahead of this year's Ebor Festival at the track, we paid a visit to his North Yorkshire base to get the lowdown on some of his big race contenders.
We tend to try and run plenty of horses at York. A lot of our owners are Yorkshire based, and they love having runners at the track. The Ebor meeting in particular is very competitive, and if we've horses good enough to run there, our owners are very keen. So yeah, I suppose in a way we do target it.
Well, run through some of your leading lights there. Move in Time, Abbe winner, third at Goodwood last time out and on course for the Nunthorpe.
Yeah, he ran a really good race in the King George most recently, and you know it'll be all systems go for him in the Nunthorpe. He seems in better form at this time this year than he was at this time last year. Obviously he won the Abbe towards the end of the season, but you know he seems on very good terms with himself at the moment. And
Goodwood only the second run of his season. Do you think he'll have come on for that?
He's been deliberately kept fresh for you know a back end campaign, if you like. That'll all end up in the Nunthorpe and the Abbe.
G-Force won the Sprint Cup last year.
He did, yeah. That'll probably be his big game again this year with the Sprint Cup. Whether he takes in the Nunthorpe or not, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to speak to Connections first and see what they want to do.
And would it be fair to say he's been a little bit disappointing since winning the
he has.
Cup?
I mean, look, he's ran twice this year, well, 3 times. In the Temple Stakes, he was nearly brought down. We felt he was running a good race at the time, and then he went to both Ascot and Newmarket on ground, which is probably a little bit on the quick side for him. So I suspect the Haydock race in September, you know, he might get ground that's more to his liking.
And he's still an untied. Does that make him a little bit trickier to train?
No. He's got a job at the end of the season, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I suspect he probably won't get in the Ebor. 92. I don't think it'll be high enough for him to get in, but he'll contest the 2-mile handicap at the Ebor meeting.
And one first time out for you. You must be pleased.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
were delighted with that. Yeah, he, you know, he's given a great ride by Danny. He seemed to enjoy it at York, so we'll go back there again. But like I say, I don't think he'll make the cut for the Ebor, but he'll run in the 2-mile race.
And Saved by the Bell finished behind him last time out. Would he join him there?
He will, yeah. And you know, there was very little between them the last day, and it'll be very close between them again, I'd say. Hopefully the two of them will be good enough to be first and second again in whatever way.
So Beloved, good winner at Glorious Goodwood. He got a little bit worked up before then, but it certainly didn't seem to
yeah,
stop
no, it's
him on
just
the track.
Goodwood. I mean, they've got to box him up from the stable yard there, and they're out of their boxes a long time. And it was a warm day, so I don't think you can read much into it apart from, you know, it's probably the nature of the course really. But he was very impressive. He'll probably go to York for that listed race, 740 listed race, I think. I can't remember, is it the City of York Stakes or something like that?
Do you think he could be up to group class in time?
He looked at the other day, yeah. He'll go to York. He'll either run in the 1.25 miles or the 1.5 miles handicap on, you know, during Ebor week. Well, you know, I think he's rated 97 now. You know, so these are races that, like at the Ebor meeting, there's real good prize money for them. You know, so his owners, Hamilton Racing, are very keen on York. So it was a plan, yeah.
And Montraz has won at the meeting before, and
he did.
Heading back there.
Yeah, Monty. He won out in Dubai as well, and he picked up an injury. He's had 2 runs back, and he's gradually coming back to himself. So he'll go back to York for the big mile handicap there.
Custom Cut must be a real yard favourite. All his wins last year.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think he'll probably skip York this year and go to Ireland for a Champions Weekend over there. But Mondialiste will run in the Strensall, the race that Custom Cut won last year. I think Mondialiste will take in that this year.
Mondialiste looked pretty impressive last time out at
Yeah, he did.
Pontefract.
Yeah, we were delighted with him. I think the key to him is probably a little bit of time between races. But yeah, he was very impressive at Pontefract. Real firm ground is probably maybe the one sort of ground that we might just avoid. But you know, he's quite versatile really.
Birdman, probably one of the most improved horses in training this season.
Yeah, Birdman has found his way back to where he used to be. He may go for that big mile handicap. I'm not quite sure yet what to do with him. He might have an entry in the listed race, the 7 furlong listed race as well. It's just his mark now makes handicaps very difficult.
He's no saint.
Yeah, he'll run in that in the big mile handicap there. He won nicely at York the last time. The handicapper put him up £11 for it. So life is going to be a bit tougher. But he is formerly a winner in Dubai, so he's got an awful lot of ability. But it took us a while to get it out of him, and it might have been the visor. Maybe might have been the key thing there.
Highland Acclaim, third last time out, seemed to be coming back to his old self.
He's coming back to himself. There's a race there on the first day, I think, 5.5 furlong handicap that he'll run in.
And one final question, if I had to ask you for your best chance at the Ebor Festival, who would it be?
Best chance at the Ebor Festival? Mondialiste.